Welcome to Campfire Stories.
Welcome back to the fire, friends. Tonight's Ottawa Valley legend is a strange one, and stranger still because it is one of the best documented hauntings in all of Canada, witnessed by dozens of level-headed farm folk who put their names to it. It happened in the autumn of 1889 on a farm near Shawville, in the Quebec side of the valley, at the home of a farmer named George Dagg. And it began, Carol, with dirt.
With dirt, Marty? A haunting that begins with dirt. Tell me?
Streaks of dirt, Carol, appearing on the freshly scrubbed kitchen floor out of nowhere, no tracks, no explanation. Mrs. Dagg would clean it, and it would come again. Then small fires started, little flames breaking out on their own around the house, a dozen of them some days that the family scrambled to beat out. Then things began to move. Objects flew off shelves. A butter tub tipped itself. And the trouble, Carol, seemed to gather around one child in the house, a little adopted girl named Dynah McLean, about 11 years old.
Oh, the poor child. It always seems to be a child, doesn't it, Marty, at the heart of these things. An adopted girl, an outsider, and suddenly the house is throwing things.
You have a sharp instinct, Carol. And it got worse. Because after the dirt and the fires and the flying things, the Dagg farm did the thing that lifts this case out of the ordinary and into the unforgettable. It began to speak.
Speak. Marty. The house spoke.
A voice, Carol. A deep, gruff, horrible voice coming from an empty woodshed, from the air itself that anyone present could hear. And it was foul. It cursed. It threatened. It knew things it should not know, private things about the neighbours who came to see. And when they asked it what it was, it said it was the devil and that it had come to take them all, and it laughed at them.
A talking poltergeist that cursed the neighbors. Marty, I have goosebumps. Did people run? I would have run.
Some ran, Carol. But this is the Ottawa Valley, and the valley is stubborn and curious in equal measure, and instead of running, the whole countryside came to the Dagg farm to hear the thing talk. Dozens of neighbours, day after day. And among them came a man from the city, an artist and journalist named Percy Woodcock, who arrived a hard skeptic, certain it was a trick, certain the little girl was throwing her voice or the family was pulling strings.
Good. A skeptic. Somebody with a cool head. What did he find, Marty?
He found, Carol, that he could stand in the yard with the little girl in plain sight, her mouth closed, her hands empty, and the voice would answer him from the empty shed. He challenged it. He argued with it. And to his astonishment, it argued back, cleverly, cruelly, a whole conversation with a thing that was not there. Woodcock, the skeptic, came away shaken to his boots, and he sat down and wrote out a statement of what he had witnessed. And here is the part, Carol, that makes historians sit up. He had the witnesses sign it.
Signed it. How many, Marty?
17, Carol. 17 respectable men and women of the Shawville district put their names to a document swearing they had heard the voice speak, seen the fires start, watched the objects fly, with no natural cause any of them could find. 17 sober valley farmers who had nothing to gain and their good name to lose, all saying, "This happened, we were there, we heard it." That is not a thing you can wave away easily.
17 names. Marty, farm people do not sign their name to foolishness. That is what gives me the chills, that they were the last people on earth to believe in ghosts, and they believed this. What did the voice want?
That is the strangest turn of all, Carol, and it is where the tale becomes almost gentle. Because over the days, as more people came and prayed and pleaded with it, the voice began to change. It stopped claiming to be the devil. It grew quieter, and then sorrowful, and one evening it said it was not a demon at all, but a spirit who had done wrong in life and was being punished, and that the family's kindness and prayers had reached it. And on its last night, Carol, it gathered the children of the household, and it told them, in that voice that had cursed and threatened, that it was sorry, and that it was leaving now, and that it would trouble them no more.
Oh, Marty, it said goodbye. The thing that terrorized them, and at the end it apologized to the children.
It said goodbye, Carol. And the 3 children swore ever after that as it left they saw it, a beautiful being, they said, rising up over the barn into the night sky and vanishing, and they were not frightened at all, but at peace. And after that the Dagg farm was quiet. The dirt stopped, the fires stopped, the voice was never heard again. And that was the end of it. The house went back to being an ordinary farmhouse in an ordinary valley.
Marty, I do not know what to do with that. A cursing devil that turns into a sorrowful spirit that turns into a beautiful thing rising over the barn in front of 17 witnesses. It is terrifying, and it is almost holy.
That is exactly the feeling, Carol, and it is why the Dagg Poltergeist has never quite left the Ottawa Valley. We are used to ghost stories that are all fright. This one is a fright that ends in a kind of grace, and it was watched, and written down, and signed by people who did not want to believe it and could not help it. Believe what you like about what it was. But something happened on that farm near Shawville in the fall of 1889, and honest people spent the rest of their lives unable to explain it and unwilling to lie about it. I'm Marty Shepherd.
And I'm Carol, and tonight I will be leaving a light on and thinking of those 3 children watching something beautiful rise over the barn. Hold your people close, be kind even to the voices in the dark, and come back to the fire.